infamous drug kingpin is facing 17 charges here in New York, and these are charges that prosecutors have spent more than a decade assembling. Now, the trial is taking place here in Brooklyn, in New York City, but the charges relate to 6 different federal jurisdictions, ranging right across the United States, from Miami to New York and to Chicago as well. So opening statements get underway in a few minutes' time. It'll be an opportunity for the prosecution to lay out their case, to lay out those charges against the 61-year-old. Included in those is the idea, the conspiracy to ship more than 200 tons of cocaine into the United States and a range of other drugs. They also say that he was implicated in trying to murder and carry out violence against and torture against various other rivals within the Sinaloa cartel. Many things that the prosecution will have to lay out. They expect this trial could potentially take between 3 and 4 months, and considering the amount of documents and evidence they tell us that they have amassed, we are expecting those opening statements to take some time, potentially throughout the whole of the day.
So this is one of the most high-profile cases New York has handled. What extra precautions are being taken?
Undoubtedly, this is probably one of the most difficult, from a logistic and security standpoint, the most difficult trial that New York City has had to deal with for several decades. We have to remember that El Chapo twice in the past escaped from maximum security prisons in Mexico. He's being housed in a security prison in Manhattan, but the trial here is taking place in Brooklyn, just across the river. So very early this morning, about 5 a.m., armed guards, a SWAT team, snipers along the route, they transported him here to the Brooklyn courthouse. He won't go back to the maximum security jail tonight. He'll instead be housed somewhere locally. That is being kept secret. It might be under the courthouse or at another undisclosed location in Brooklyn. But also prosecutors and security operatives here are having to think about the safety of the jurors and the witnesses. Many of the witnesses are being kept in witness protection programs, and the jurors are being transported by armed guard every single day to the courthouse. They are serving anonymously, so we won't find out their names, their professions, their addresses, because the concern is there may be potential hit squads known as sicarios who may try and take out hits, as we've seen in the past from the Sinaloa cartel, against these witnesses and these jurors. So a huge security operation that they're having to undertake here in New York.